DamonTDK01, and today we will be doing something a bit different from last time. I mean, you've probably seen this mat here, the Bakugan mat, and so today we'll be going over my entire collection of these. I got like, I don't know how many, we'll count them as we go along. Starting off with the case. Oh man, that glare is atrocious, Jesus. You don't need that glare. Oh, something did something, and I don't know what it did, but it did something in the case and I didn't like it. Anyway, we got this side, and then we got this side for the ultras and the vintage. God, this is a dusty case. Appears that guy opened. So, find me while I go and fix that guy before we go into the showcase. This fan is too loud, so I'm gonna turn it off. Let me just fix up this guy real quick before we get into the actual showcase so we don't get any spoilers. Starting off on the regular Bakugan side, we'll start off with the Pirates side. So let's first set up our cards here. Got big core, small core, well, big core, gate card, old gate card. First up, my first of the new series, Darkest Trox. Here he is. Okay, I missed it. You know, it's probably best if I put those in series. Just those guys in series. You know, this camera angle really isn't that optimal, is it? Neither is that. Oh well, what can I do about it? Got to go with this angle. We've got Darkest Trox here. Not much to see here. He's got 700 B power. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good guy. Pretty good Bakugan. You know, good to have on your team. Next up is Darkest Trino. Here he is. You gotta pull out the horns. Here he is. Darkest Trino with 300 B power. Or G power, depending on which series you like better. I don't like the reboot. There's too little saving the world, too much kids making videos. The old one was the shit, man. It really was. And next is Generation 4 Ventus Nilius with 700 B power. Go. There he is. Very good design. Very nice color scheme. Overall, a pretty good one to use on your team. Or I'm not too keen on the card game, but I have played at least a few rounds. Next one is this really weird guy. I don't even know what he's supposed to be. It's Samoga, but he looks weird as hell. I mean, it looks like a mixture of Fear Ripper and a snake. It's like a best of both worlds, but worse. 200 B power, not the best. Wouldn't recommend. Next up is Ventus Tortunium. It's a turtle. How did I mess that up? Tortunium, it's a turtle. 500 B power. Pretty good. Pretty derpy little guy. This camera angle isn't the best, but I'll have to do. Sure got these things organized correctly. Yes, I do. Next up is a fusion of Shredderus and Dragonoid, but it's Ventus and Chaos. This guy's got 600 B power in some amount when he's fused, but I'm not looking into that. That'll take way too much time. Pretty good looking guy. Very neat. Got little arms they can hold stuff in. No, that's overall pretty neat. Next up we got Mantanoid Ventus. It's a mantis. Not much else to him. I'm not even going to list the B powers from here on because y'all should maybe know him. Here's a Barbetra. Pretty decent. Doesn't have the highest B power, but he'll make a pretty good addition to your team, especially if you're going for a bug team. Next up for Rascal, looks like a Zooble. Not sure why they chose this design. There he is. A little derpy. Just go. There we go, he's all closed up. Here we got a long boy, Crystallion, I think that was what he's called. Got a horn on the top, and he's pretty big. Like, pretty big guy. Usually YouTubers doing this have it at an angle, but, you know, I don't feel like putting it at an angle. You know, why don't I put it at an angle? You know, that's the question, you know? Why don't I put this thing at an angle? I got a boot. I got a boot I can hold it with, because I don't got very much materials with me at all. This is that camera, so that's going to be a little tricky. Okay. I gotta figure this out as I go along, you know? Like, how am I going to hold this with this angle, you know? With a boot? Probably, yeah. A boot's probably my best bet here. Nah. We're gonna stick with the old camera angle. Because I got a Godzilla figurine holding him, and that's just about good enough for this show. You know, I got an extremely low budget, you know. Low budget is a no budget. Anyway, here we got this guy. He looks like a mosquito, but it's sectonoid. I'm not sure how this is supposed to be a mosquito. It doesn't look like a mosquito. I mean, it's got the pointy nose. But other than that, does not look like a mosquito. Oh, and it opened when I put it in the case. How grand. Next up, we got fusion of Halcor and Rampirion. Three-headed dog, but a bit more bulky. Pretty neat looking. Would recommend. 700 B power. Definitely would recommend on your team. Next up is Darkest Dragonoid Platinum. Darkest Platinum Dragonoid. Are you serious? There we go. It looks pretty neat. Nice translucent bits. Can you please focus on this guy, please? Thank you. Talking to the camera because it was being a little bit wonky. Next up are the Auralus guys. We got King Kabo. He has a little crown that you can put on him. Or Farascal, either one, doesn't really matter. But he's got a crown. You fold him the ears, then you fold him back down, and boom, he's in a ball now. Next up, we got this Falcon, Falcron. Not the best. He's kind of wimpy. With 200 B power. Not the best amount. Really, wouldn't recommend him on your team. Next up, we got Platinum Blitz Fox and Auralus. Overall, you know, looks pretty neat. Little Kitsune. Very nice design. How much power has this guy got again? Let's see. Where is it? This guy's B power is always really difficult to find. I can never seem to find it. 500. It's real hard to find because it's translucent. It's translucent, you know, it's hard to find stuff on it. Next up, we got Villox. You know, there is a cool way to roll them, which is pretty neat. You just, there you go, you guaranteed an open. Or a landing, I don't know. Pretty decent. Not the best, but he's at least somewhat decent. Next up, we got Aquos Dragonoid. Same as the Platinum one, but, you know, not translucent and slightly older. Oop. Next up, we got Vicerox, Aquos. Little crab. Sorry for sniffling a little bit of allergies. Then we got Krakenoid. That did not work. Doing like a weird flower, but not. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oop. And we got Aquos Colossus, Platinum. Oh, he just flipped himself over. Pretty good looking guy. Got a bit of power to him. He's got about let's see, 300 B power. Not very great, but he looks pretty neat. And that's all that really matters. That he looks pretty neat. Here we got Platinum not Serpenoid. No, this is Fangzor. Easy to get them two confused because they're both snakes. They're both usually pretty wimpy, but that one isn't that wimpy. Here we got Pyrus Colossus, non-platinum. Looks pretty good. Looks like the other one, but in red and not, you know, translucent. I really wish my camera would stop adjusting. Camera, can you please stop adjusting? Thank you. Here we got Pyrus Sharktar. Pyrus Sharktar. A shark. Much requested a shark, you know. Why not have a shark Bakugan, they said, you know? Because why not, you know? Here we got Oscillator and Sinius. Dragon and a knight looking guy. This guy's got a sword, and that's pretty neat. Pretty nifty, yeah? promise I'm not British. Over here we got Classic Drago. Classic. Not too strong, not too weak. Overall, a decent addition to your roster. If I could fold them. There we go. Finally, for the cores, we got Geoforge Dragonoid. Yes, I have both sets, which we'll get to in a minute. Depending on how long this video is, I'm not going to cut anything out because I don't got the materials to, so, you know, can't really do nothing about that. We'll start off with the Geogon. We're going to do them in bursts instead of like we've been doing, like with the one at a time, because it's just going to take too long. I almost sneezed. Let's just get out the sets real quick, separate them, because, you know, we got to have those separate before we showcase them. Because I know how to organize these, also really wouldn't be having a good time right now. Okay, first off, we got Mutasect and Chaos. He's pretty tall, pretty darn tall. He got a spike in the bum. It's supposed to be a dragonfly, but I really don't see the dragonfly. You gotta, like, have him positioned all weird to actually look like a darn dragonfly. And over here we got Slugler, or what I like to call him, Gerard. And it's also diamond, so pretty neat. Gerard. Here we got Talon. Oh, we did a little jump. We got Talon. Regular Talon, looks pretty nifty. Here we got Stardox. Starfish with an eyeball. Pretty neat. Finally, we got, crap, what was this guy called? Viperagon. He's got 2 heads. How does he eat? How does he crap? Who knows? Well, we already know how he eats, but we don't know how he craps. So that's a issue for himself to solve, you know? Okay, now for the sets, we got... And we also got to get out their respective Bakugan as well. First off, we got this guy, Insectra, I think is what it's called. It's a pretty good looking damselfly, to be honest with you. For this combiner set, you got to fold in this, fold in the 2 arms, and then get a tail. Next up, Sand Frog, who looks really, really depressed. I mean, look at him. He looks really depressed, and I can see why, because his form in this combiner set is a leg. I mean, yeah, I would be depressed if I was just a leg. For here we got Swarmer. It's a big old beetle, and its extra form is as a leg, if you could have guessed. Another leg. Amazing. Over here we got Ghost Beast. Now, usually when you put him in his set, now he's a bull with wings, I guess. I don't know. I don't watch the show. I don't know what he actually looks like, but he's got little arms that you fold in. Now, for the form, usually you would fold in the head and then just flip out this, but I don't because it gives him a bit of extra balance, like a stiletto or something. Like a heel, you know? Over here we got Skyhorse. It's a seahorse, but it flies. You know, real creative naming there. Got a little proboscis. Its form, you guessed it, is another leg. Amazing. Wow. A leg. Finally, we got Babadrill. It's a baboon. Its form, you just fold them back up. That's all you really need to do. Just fold them back up, and there you go. Put up the peg, and there you go. Finally, we got Villock again. He's the main body. So let's just first off, let's piece this guy together. I'm not sure how I put this guy together last time, but I'm sure I'll figure. I think he put these things there. Yeah. You put them like that. You put this leg on this side, I think. It doesn't really matter, but I prefer them on certain sides. But there we go. We got the main body, and then we got Villock on top, and there you go. You got Ultimate Villock. Look at him. It looks weird. Next up is Geoforge Dragonoid. First off, we got Titan King. His form is an arm. I mean, hey, you need a hand, you just grab a Titan. You just grab a Geoforge Titan King. That's all you really need for a hand, because it has a hand. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Puns. Woo-hoo. Next up is Geoforge Arcleon. He is, you probably would have guessed because of the shape, another arm! Woohoo! Oop, oop, oop. Bit of a mishap. Fold that in, fold that in, fold that in. Fold that out. Pull out the hand with the arm. Pull out that. Peg. Next we got Arachnia, Geoforge Arachnia. It's a spider thing, some kind of spider. For its form, you just gotta pull out both pegs. Set them aside. Over here, we got Stingzer, I think. It's a mantis. Not a mantis, but a manta ray. For its form, you just fold it up but leave the tail out. Yep, that's basically it for him. Talan, Geoforge Talan. He's a leg. He's got little wingy bits you fold out, but you know it's not that important. But for this form, you just gotta fold out the leg and leave the side that doesn't have the thing that's wing out, like that probably. Finally, we got Montrapod. It doesn't look like a centipede at all, but it is. So bear with me here. You could probably guess he's also a leg. Wow, so many legs. For this guy, he's got it. First, we also gotta get this guy out as well. Fold out the horn and see which side has little bumps. There's the side with the bumps. There's the tail. Here's one leg. Here's two leg. Three leg. I mean, not three leg, what? Arm. And then the other arm. Now there's a cool thing you can do with these guys. Now if you take top half of this guy, yeah? If you follow what I'm doing, you move these legs back to here. Then you take this guy, remove the face, remove that, rotate these, put this guy on top. You can get the ultimate fusion. You can get the ultimate fusion Bakugan. The ultimate combiner set of Dragonoid Ultima, or whatever it should be called. I don't know what it should be called, but I'd say that's a pretty decent name for it. And look at him. Look at this beast. Look at that beast. It's a behemoth. We're gonna leave that guy over there. Now we gotta go through the tedious process of folding every one of these back up. I'm not gonna edit this out, because I don't got the ability to, so bear with me here, yeah? Well, this frog is really depressed because he's a leg, and I can understand that completely. I mean, I would also be depressed if I was just a leg, you know? Oh, wait, I already said that. Oh, well, too late to take it back, because this is a one record and post kind of thing I'm doing. Oh my god, the thumb got stuck. What the? That shouldn't be happening. The thumb shouldn't be getting stuck out like that. That's not how that's supposed to work. I mean, it can work like that, but it's not supposed to work like that, you know? We don't get any, okay, no parts are sticking out. Ignore anything you hear in the background, for that is not important. Okay, now I gotta go through the other tedious process of putting them all away. That guy goes there, this guy goes there, that guy goes in a weird angle in between, because it's a frog. I'm pretty sure most of these guys go in the same container. Calm, the cold guy goes with that one, and then the rest just go in one big old container. It's real tedious. I'm telling you, man, it's like the very most tedious of processes. Just putting them all away with them all fitting. There we go. Okay, it worked. I got them all to fit back in there. I can't forget about the nanogons. I can't exactly show all of them because two of them are duplicates, but we got Sludge'em, the weird-looking snail who's angry at literally everything all the time. He will find you and he will put an end to you like that immortal snail will, probably. I don't know. I don't got that weird magic cupper that turns toys alive, and I probably wouldn't want to put any of these things in there, because that would probably be a hazard to anyone and everything in the certain radius of this area. Now that we're done with that side, let's get on to the ultras. And, well, we'll get back to that in part 2. Maybe. Depends on how long it's... Okay, this video is already getting pretty long, so part 2, maybe. Yeah, part 2 is the thing. Okay. If you guys have a good day, make sure to like and subscribe. It'll help this channel out a lot, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye! There we go. Oh, come on, man.